There we go. She coming? She texted you and said she was coming? Okay. All right, so make sure that whenever that from time to time, if you don't have your notifications for Teams on, that you check your Teams page every once in a while, because I will send you stuff. Like if you scroll up, there's the tutoring hours. Kayla's team right there.
I seen that.
Right. Then the TikTok lady, she's pretty cool. So while you're standing in line, you ain't doing nothing, you can get on there and see that TikTok lady. I like the way she teaches. And there was a thing about compound sentences on here somewhere. Then sometimes I'll put a video on there, how to find the comments. Okay. So check your team's messages. Always make sure you sign the roll, because like today, for example, I haven't printed out any rolls to keep my own roll. So I'm using y'all's rolls to make sure you sign in before you leave. Good morning. Make sure that if you haven't done your scavenger hunts that are open right now, that you get those done, because they're going to lock up on the 27th. The plagiarism and warm up, I haven't graded y'all's plagiarism paragraph yet, but I'll do it today when y'all leave. That's my plan. If you want 100 on those two things, because I know like some of my kids, they don't want a 95 or anything like that, or a 75. They really lose it when they get a low grade like that. And I don't do this for every assignment, but this is your first two, and you're just now getting to know how things are graded, and you're learning how to ask questions and what questions to even ask. So if you want to get 100 on the plagiarism and warm up, meet with the tutor, which could be me because I tutor on Wednesdays, by Thursday at 4:30 this week. Anytime. And the hours are up there on the board, and you take a picture of those hours, and I'll try to remember to post them on our little Teams front page right there. All right. So today, very important, we're going to work on the body paragraphs for the sleep essay that y'all started on last week. Now, sometimes you'll feel like, well, I'm getting behind and they're getting ahead, and that's fine. Writing happens for different people at different paces, and depending on what's going on in life, sometimes you'll get a step behind, but then sometimes you'll be ahead of everybody. It just goes back, it fluctuates like that. It's extremely important that your pre-writing is exactly like you want it to be before you start the essay, even if you don't get to start the essay today. Okay. So I know that Takira's got a lot of her pre-writing and stuff done like she wants it, but you can always go back to your pre-writing. You can go back and forth between the drafting and the pre-writing. It's just early. It's gonna go there.
That's the first part of my email. Right. Like, I only got one password, but like, I guess I could type it different ways. And I typed it every way, like, without the period, with the period.
It's just early. That's all it is. It's early. Okay. But you can always, it's okay. You can always, like, even though Takira today she's already, I think already got a body paragraph done, if I'm not mistaken. Right.
No, that body one.
Right. So even though she's got that body one, she can go back and kind of remind her brain of what's going on in her essay by looking at the pre-writing, and she can even go in that pre-writing and add new ideas that she might have today, because it's been a minute. And even though she might not have been actively thinking about this essay, her brain's got it on hold, and it's been thinking about it, because there's all these different parts of your brain doing things in the background that you don't know anything about. Okay? All right. So let's look at one of my other students' pre-writings, just so you can see what some really good pre-writing looks like. Can y'all see? Let's see if I can make that a little bigger. If I can. Whoop, there it is. There it goes. Maybe a little too big. All right. So this guy, he picked out 3 things that disrupt my sleep. Because I don't want to see a draft of an essay. I don't take that for pre-writing. I don't take free writing, you know, where you're writing paragraphs. I don't take that. I just want to be able to see something. I looked at this in like 5 seconds. I knew he had a plan for his essay. For all 3 body paragraphs. Now, I don't care about the introduction or the conclusion yet at all. And I really don't care about the introduction and conclusion on the pre-writing at all anyway. We haven't talked about that yet. Now, if an introduction pops into your head, go ahead and write it down. It's fine. You can always do more. But when I'm looking at pre-writing, I'm looking for the body paragraphs. Okay. So here are his points. 3 things that disrupt his sleep are, let me get rid of that, noise, temperature, and his mind, right? Stuff going through his mind. If you see ideas on his that you think you could use in yours, it's perfectly fine to steal ideas. You're not going to steal sentences.
I get what you're saying about that negative mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bed thinking about a whole lot of stuff.
Me too. Too much. Too much.
You know, stuff I don't think about.
So this is what, now look, pre-writing can look like lots of things, but a lot of my students, once they see this setup, they frequently use it. But it can be bubbles, it can be messy, it can be all over the place. I'm going to show you a different one in just a second. But what I'm not looking for is a draft of a paragraph. If you, and Takira experienced this the other day, if you sit there and try to write a complete sentence out, 3 or 4 ideas that you had are disappearing. Because you know your short-term memory doesn't last very long, right? Okay. Especially if you know. Anyway, I'm not going to say because I'm recording. I'm recording. Okay. And see, he's got little descriptions in there because if your essay is aggravated, you're aggravated. You need to make your reader feel aggravated. If you're happy when you write, you know, you have a happy idea, and then you want your reader to feel happy. And I'm going to use the word manipulate. Now, manipulate can be a negative thing, but it can also be a positive thing. You want to use it for good. And if you want to bring me over to your side and make you feel we should start class at 8:15, I know that was my idea, but if you want to make me feel, okay, I think this is a good idea and it's going to be for the best for the class, then make me feel what you're feeling. And I felt what you were feeling because you were telling me things. How aggravated and frustrated, and we weren't awake, and we didn't have time to get breakfast, and right. So, however, your essay, your tone of your essay should come through to the reader, make them feel that way. All right, and this is on Teams if you want to see it again. Now let's look at another couple of. This is a different way to pre-write, right? Different. Okay.
That's the paper we had.
Yes, and I have plenty of those if you want one, or you can type it, whatever. So I had an idea for my introduction. I took this essay off the internet, but I just changed it up a little bit to match what we need at EMCC. And I think I pretended like I was a male from the male point of view. But so I was like, well, I could write about my dog Romeo, my best friend, like when I got him for my birthday. None of this is true. And nothing you write in here has to be true. So these are 3 reasons why I love my dog. He's beautiful, he's fun, and he takes care of me. So now I'm going to come under each point, and I'm going to try as fast as I can, because I don't want to lose those ideas, to write these ideas down. Now you can come back day 2, day 3 and add more ideas, right? And put things in order. But it's important that first day that you write stuff as fast as you can. If the ideas aren't coming out faster than you can write them, you got the wrong topic. Change to a new topic. And then I don't remember if I had okay, so I had an idea for my conclusion. But once again, I don't really care about these 2 boxes. All right. Now let's look at what a whole essay looks like. Well, I give you the thesis statement in in Canvas whenever you pick your topic out, and you can play with that thesis and make it prettier if you want it, but it's got your 3 points in it, and it's the last sentence of your intro, but once again, I'm not looking for those yet. But he's beautiful, playing with him is lots of fun, and he always takes care of me. And look at my topic sentence right here. He's beautiful. See, he's beautiful right there. I just pulled that topic sentence right out of my thesis statement. And in this body paragraph, the only thing I can talk about is how beautiful my dog is. I keep him clean by bathing him once a week, and then I have a special shampoo, and he goes to the beauty shop and all this stuff. And I just tell you what he looks like. See, I give you some description. I give you enough actually description where if you were an artist, you could probably draw a little sketch of him. He's 14 inches tall. These are specific details. I'll call specific details little stories, but specific details can be a lot of things. What you're looking for is this idea of these vivid images, pictures your reader makes in his or her head. All right. And then I have a closing sentence. Don't forget your closing sentence. Now you could stop right here with the handsome idea, but I included a transition to my next paragraph. He's a lady magnet. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't transition here. The best part of him being so handsome is that he attracts a lot of female attention. I think the original writer was a man, so. All right, so then, this is my transition, y'all. I remind you of what you just read. He's beautiful. And then I take you to my next idea. He's a lot of fun. Then I show you how much fun he is, and then I have a closing sentence, and then it rolls like that. So you see the formula? Topic sentence, tell some stories, closing sentence. Topic sentence, tell some stories, closing sentence. All right?
I've been over there the whole time.
I texted you on Teams. Check your Teams messages.
I ain't down the app on my phone. That was,
All
I
right.
was on the whole time.
Well,
I started rolling everything. I thought you didn't make one.
nah, I'm here. All right.
This roll right here?
Dude, sign it.
I know I'm at no near room.
All right. So before you get started, check your pre-writing. Make sure your pre-writing is exactly where you want it to be. Here's your topics right here in case you haven't got to that point yet, because I can't remember. It feels like it's been forever since we did. So make sure pre-writing's right where it needs to be first. All right. You need some of those sheets? You gonna do it on? All right. And that's all I got for you.
Can I do my scavenger hunt?
Yeah, you can.
I just missed everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting out there the whole time. I was the only one in class. What were we talking about?
Hold on, give me just a minute.
Man, breakfast so good, man. I ain't never had that breakfast.
The breakfast is
So
good.
good.
Have you paid for the meal plan?
I was in the room eating the whole time. I thought I was the only one that came.